Welcome back, everybody. So, today we are going to be not building a massive build, but we're going to be making some, I don't know what you'd call them. I don't know if they're cute little designs or I don't know. That sounds weird, but we're making some circles. That's the theme. We're making circles. That's all we need. So, there's one circle and there's two circles. In a beautiful world, they would be a pair of boobs, but they're not. They're a little too far apart for my liking. But you know what? They're gonna look good at the end. So we're definitely gonna build them up a little bit, as you can see here. Now, I struggle to build this, so I'm going to try to talk to distract you guys. I don't know what I was doing. I wasn't drunk. I don't think. But as you can see, I miss a lot of blocks. So the plan for today's build is we want to build a treehouse. But the treehouse specifically is going to go up on top of this giant circle. I say giant, it's not a giant. It's more of a cylinder, but we're going to make it look good. I didn't really know how high I wanted to build this, but I knew I wanted it to be up in the air a decent ways. So I'd say we're probably about 15 blocks or so up in the air. I could be completely off. I actually have no idea. Um, but yeah, this ended up being about the height that I thought looked the best. So I was like, you know what? Let's put it here. So the idea here is putting moss around the outside of this. That way we can bone meal it and put grass on the inside. That way we get a cool design in the ground rather than just it all looking like grass. Um, so far, I think it looks pretty good. I don't like the dirt at the bottom, but we'll fix that later. So the plan here is we're just going to fill this in with grass. It took a lot more grass than I thought it would. I don't know the exact size of the circle, but I didn't think it was that large, but it ended up taking a lot of grass. So you can see me getting my extra blocks. That should be plenty, but it's nighttime and there's monsters everywhere. I need torches too. So I'm going to go sleep. But here's the thing. Can't sleep before I take a hit. So, oh yeah. Oh, nice. 2 hits before bed. Yeah, that's what we need. Gonna sleep good. Now I know I'm gonna be hungry when I wake up. Yep. There it is. Getting the munchies. I gotta be creative today. So there's 2 hits. I'm taking 3 hits today before I go work. I need my artistic ability at the maximum. My little innuendo there. Yeah, so now we're gonna get back to work. Just filling in the blocks. I do notice that there's things spawning down here. Yeah. So I went down here and filled in with torches. That way things stop spawning. And now we're just going to finish the rest of the circle. So speed this process up. There it is. And remember, the outside block is a moss block. So, oh yeah, I got to unload this because I knew I missed some blocks here. Got to fill this in. Not a big deal. Very, very easy. Yep, so now I'm going to fix the bottom of the wall. I hated that this was dirt and not stone. Yep, just going to place it in, make it look a little bit better. Here is the, not final product, but here's what we're working with right now. Going to light it up because I'm tired of things spawning on it. Probably need to go get more torches, but I'm sure I can do that. But you know what? It's time to go to bed. It's starting to look real good. I like that it's so bright. My house looks nice. My 4 dogs are protecting me. Let's take a hit and go to bed. 2 hits. It's been a long day. So I actually didn't go to bed. I took my 2 hits and now it's time to organize my inventory. So as you can see, we've got the stuff for the treehouse coming along nicely. It was not too difficult to get all the stuff we need. Mostly leaves, different types of wood. I don't need to get all the decorations for the treehouse because I don't need to live inside the treehouse, so I don't need to put like all of the chests and all that kind of stuff in. As you can see here, I am checking my material list, or at least trying to, and it looks like I have everything I need. Like I said, I don't need all of those decorations for inside the house, as we will probably never be going inside the house. Um, but we'll see as we start to build it if I actually need certain materials or not. So pretty easy. Let's get started. So the bottom here, of course, we've got ladders that don't want to place right, but no big deal. They break easily. The door also gave me a little bit of trouble, but I got it eventually. You can see me just skip ahead there. It was embarrassing. I fought with it for a couple minutes. Um, yeah, so this is the bottom of it. Very simple design so far. Just a bunch of like the spruce wood and oak planks. Some oak fences. Nothing too crazy. It's really a simple design, but it's something that I think looks pretty cool. Um, it's fitting. It looks like it should go here, which is perfect. I don't know why none of those trapdoors placed. I swear I looked at them. But nonetheless, we get them placed down. And the first leaves get placed. So they're orange, but that's just because there's something else that needs placed on top of them. Yeah, as you can see, I don't place all the what are those smokers and furnaces. I don't have the signs there. That door placed for some reason. I don't have the bed and the ender chest. Again, don't care. Oh, those are barrels. Those are barrels that I saw. But yeah, so this process is pretty simple. It goes pretty quickly. I'm not going to lie. There was nothing too difficult in this build. I just think it is fitting for this world. Like, we started off with a big tower, the bridge, I mean, tower, whatever, same thing. Um, and now we've got these circles, like almost like podiums. And in the middle, we're gonna have this treehouse with some decorations on the land around it. I don't know. I think it's gonna look really good, and it's just gonna like kind of make it feel like these are monuments that we can walk through. I'll probably plan on putting a path somewhere from the bridge there all the way up through, but there's definitely more builds that are going to go along around this, so I'm going to wait to make the path until I probably will have to like terraform the land a little bit more and figure out what my actual builds are going to be. You can see me ignoring all the chests and the crafting table there. So again, fairly simple process. I think that to hang some of these lights, I'm gonna need chains, and I don't believe that I made any chains. So I'll probably have to go back and make some of those, just so we can get the lanterns up. But finishing up the roof here. Now this is definitely not the end of the build, don't worry. So it is a tree house, so the tree is a big part of this. I really like the custom trees. I don't know how to make them look good on my own, but with the help of these schematics, we can place all the different types of leaves and make them look cool. So far, I think that the world is really starting to come together. It's still pretty simple, it's still pretty basic, and we haven't built anything with any real like size yet. But we've got a nice little base coming along here. And this is actually the end of the tree. So you can see me place all there. I need the chains, so I'm gonna make those quick. Did it little jump cut there. You didn't have to see me make them, which is nice. Place up the lanterns, and we are just about done with this build. Flying away here, you can see exactly how it's going to look without the schematic in the road. But it looks a little bland. It looks like we're missing something. There we go. The bone meal is exactly what we need. And you know what? I'm a symmetrical guy. I want there to be an even amount of trees around this as well. So I think it looks really cool, but just wait until I turn off night mode. Or I mean, yeah, there we go. Look at how it glows. I think this looks incredible. If you guys think so too, like, subscribe. There's gonna be more videos coming out. I've gotten busy with classes, but this place just looks beautiful, and I really enjoyed making it. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the next circle, but who knows? Maybe we'll find out in the next episode. All right, I'll see you guys.